This is the story of the Vanishing Vests, written by Elaine Reese Wyman and illustrated by Rita Friedman. Vanishing Vests. Valentine's vest store was in Valley View. Mr. Valentine sold vests of all kinds. There was always a vest standing in his window until one morning Mr. Valentine wanted to get a vest from the window, but the vest was gone. There was no vest in view. The vest had vanished. Mr. Valentine called the Virginia vest store. "Have you seen my vest?" he asked. "Your vest?" cried the storekeeper. "I'm looking for my own vests. All my vests have vanished." Mr. Valentine called vest store after vest store. Vests had vanished from every store. What was happening? Where were all the vanishing vests? The storekeepers went to the police station. "Vests are vanishing," they reported. "Vanishing vests? Very interesting," said the police captain. "I will call the Vest Patrol. They will find the vanishing vests." The Vest Patrol got into their cars and drove up and down every street. They called each other on the radios. "Calling car 1, any vanishing vests on your street?" "Calling cars 2, 3, and 4, are any vanishing vests to be seen?" But no one could find even one vanishing vest. Then suddenly there they were. All the vests were walking happily along. Car 5 stopped beside the vests. The vests turned around. "Good day, officers," they smiled. "Isn't this a lovely morning?" "It has not been a lovely morning," shouted the patrolman. "Everyone is looking for you." "Don't say a word," snapped the patrolman. "Climb into the van." Vroom! The van raced to the police station. The vests stepped off the van. They were very worried. They did not know why everyone was so angry. It was the day every vest in the whole world had been waiting for. The captain said, "Vests, stop your crying. Vests must not vanish. Where were you going?" "Don't you remember?" asked the polka dot vest. "It's really simple," said the striped vest. "I don't understand," said the captain. "But today is the day," said all the vests in a loud voice. "What day?" shouted the captain. The polka dot vest dried his tears. "Today Mr. V visits us. He's going to wear his violet velvet vest." "Mr. V? Violet? Velvet? Vest? What are you talking about?" All the vests answered together. "Today is the day we get to touch Mr. V's vests. It's velvet and soft and violet and bright. Now Mr. V will not be able to find us." The police captain listened, and tears were rolling down his cheeks. "I'm so sorry. I did not know," he cried. The Vest Patrol had tears in their eyes, too. "We're sorry. We did not know either," they said. Then the captain had an idea. "Get into your patrol cars," he said. "Ride up and down every street. Find Mr. V and bring him in." Vroom! All the patrol cars raced away. They looked for Mr. V. They looked for a violet velvet vest. The vests waited for hours and hours. The clock ticked and talked. Then suddenly, there he was, Mr. V, and his violet velvet vest. "Isn't he grand?" whispered the vests. Mr. V smiled as he walked to the vests. They each touched his violet velvet vest. How proud they were. The police captain was happy. The Vest Patrol was happy. They all cried for joy. Mr. V saw them crying and said, "You may not touch my vest. But first, you must dry your tears. Then you can touch my vest, 'cause tears can spoil my violet velvet vest." Mr. V could not stay too long. He was only visiting. He had to visit other vests, and it was time for him to leave. Mr. V waved goodbye, and Mr. V vanished. It was the end of the day, and the vests were very tired. They all wanted to go home. Mr. Valentine and the other storekeepers welcomed the vanishing vests back. They were very happy, and the vests were very happy too. All was peaceful in Valley View. The vests were all back in their windows. They wondered when Mr. V in his violet velvet vest would visit them again.